Welcome to part one of how we took our clients' playroom storage from this to this using our IKEA built-in hack. Here's how we did it. First thing we did after we built the halves to bases was to go in and sand them down with a 120 grit and give them a good clean. Next step was using my favorite spot putty to fill in any of the holes and imperfections. After I sanded down the spot putty, it was now time for one of the most important things when it comes to painting IKEA, a good primer. I'm using an Extreme Bond primer by Sherwin-Williams, but I will link others that do just as well. After one last sand between coats, it is time to paint, my favorite part. Guys, this color is called Shipwreck by Behr, and I have it filled in the Gallery Series paint by Sherwin-Williams. This stuff is so amazing. I then went in and repeated the process for the Billy bookcases and all of the halves to doors and shelves. Again, the most important thing when painting IKEA is to get a good bonding primer. Last thing we did was wrap everything up and get it ready for transport. Stay tuned for part two to see how we put it all together. Welcome back to part two of our IKEA built-in hack. After everything was painted, it was time for install, but one of the things we needed to do was move an electrical box up so that we could hide the cords behind the TV. After taping off our studs, it was time to install our beadboard panel on the wall. So we put this piece of timber here so that we could rest them up there and then nailed it into the studs that were lined at the top of the ceiling. We unwrapped all of the halves to cabinets and put them together side by side, then laying them down on their fronts so that my husband could screw and assemble them all together in one piece. This way we knew that they would be sturdy. We pushed these into place, and then it was time to install the Billy bookcases at the top. One thing we did not account for was the extra slope on their ceiling, so we had to make a little bit of a modification. But after cutting those pieces down, they fit perfect. Last thing we did was to box and trim everything out. So we boxed out the top part here so you could not see the ceiling. Then we installed the front board across everything. And last but not least was the crown molding that really helps to tie it all together and make it look custom. And here's the final look. Our clients could not be happier with the amount of storage that they were able to get into their playroom. They have everything tucked away and hidden from toys. All of their gaming consoles now go into the bottom, and it just absolutely fit their perfect space for their growing family. Tell me what you think in the comments, and be sure to follow along for more home project DIY and, of course, lots of furniture flips.